Luna no?
Wa! Hikit! Kisod gamay diri lang.
Yeah.
Wa nakita ang katunggitan.
Kada video.
Okay. As we worship the Lord, let us also give our full attention in His Word, because when the Lord sharing His Word, the people are listening as the part of worship. And as I quote this Word of God taken from the Gospel of John chapter 4, and here is the story of Jesus when He explained in terms of worship, because the women normally they worship in one place and be considered as a worship place. But Jesus explained about our worship, and here is in verse 21 it says, and Jesus said unto her, Woman, believe me, the hour cometh when ye shall neither in this mountain nor yet at Jerusalem worship the Father. Ningon siya nga ang time moabot nga ang pagsimba dili lamang sa usa ka dapit. Nga naingon siya diri verse 22, ye worship ye know not. We know what we worship for. For salvation is of the Jews. Verse 23, but the hour cometh, and now is, when the true worshipper shall worship the Father in spirit and in truth. For the Father seeketh such to worship Him. Mao ni siya ang pasayas ni Ginoong Hesus, ang tinuod nga magsimba sa espiritong sa kamaturan. It's not connected with a place, because place is just a place, but worship, it is from our hearts. According to this word, Jesus really explains when the true worshipers shall worship in spirit and in truth. Ano siya ato ang ibutang sa atong kasing-kasing niya emphasize it usab ang ato ang isgutan karon. Let's talk about trial. Now, trial is also is an open door for the people to worship the Lord. Just like the calamities, you know, the typhoon or the earthquakes, that's all calamities sometimes is using by God. It's just a terrible times for the people, but it's such an amazing that God turned it into a blessings. Kay naa may mga tao, mga hadlok naman sa Dios, may tungod sa mga kalamidad. And in these situations also we can, though the government are giving sana rules ba na, giving a law to worship separately, but it's such also an opportunity for us to worship the Lord. Now, this situation is considered also a trial ni siya, because it also affected the gathering and panagiusa, and the Christian, if they will not really committed to the Lord in worshiping in the church by gathering, this will be a trial or a challenge if they can worship the Lord like these situations. Kanabang there is a limited that are gathering together for worship. Now, in this trial, there is a solution from the Lord. Now, let us discover this trial, these solutions from this trial. No? In times of trial, there is a word, Jesus. Now, what do we name the Jesus? G-A, kung saan na siya? S-U-S. Kung sabi nga na, sabi ito itawag na, dili po al-kuhan, murag ka ng Jesus. And there is a meaning. Now, as Jesus is in the center of the solution, is in the source, and Jesus be the center of all in times of trial. Now, Jesus, and the word Jesus first is G. Let us explain the word G as Jesus is. Jesus brought us here by His will. Now, in trials, it really also understand that Jesus brought us in that situation. It will not Jesus who created the trials, but He allows trials for us as believers of Christ. Now, in 1 Peter, kung atong basa ko, 1 Peter 1 Peter chapter 1, 1 Peter chapter 4, atong tantawon. Because we consider that Jesus allows us, as He is the source of solutions for every trial. 1 Peter, anak, mo anak?
1 Peter 4.
Verses 12 and 13. May Bible nito eh. May Bible. Sige, basahan ko na.
Dear friends, do not be surprised at the fiery ordeal that has come on you to test you, as though something strange were happening to you. But rejoice, as much as you participate the suffering of Christ, so that you may be overjoyed when His glory is revealed.
Do not be surprised. Now, this word is really exciting. According to this word, do not be surprised at the painful trial you are suffering. To acknowledge these situations, we must be aware that the Lord really allows this, and this is just the beginning. Especially, it affects the worship. Kanang mga pagsimbas Ginoo o dili gani gyud matinud-anon kaayo, unya na order sa gobyerno nga dili usa magtapok, dili magsimba. Ikalipay pa na sila, makatarungan ako ani. For them, it will be the reason that they will not go to church because there is a law. But if really, if you are really, hunger for worship the Lord, it will not affect, because according to Jesus, the true worshiper shall worship in spirit. In other words, we can worship God in anywhere, in any time, because worship is a posture of a commitment for our God. Now, according to this word, as trials, Jesus is the solutions according to this word, do not be surprised for the painful trial you are suffering, as though something strange were happening to you. Now, this is really strange. How do you know? How do you define the word strange? Larry boy, strange. Dili siya kasarangan. That is not normal. And since from the time that we worshiping the Lord by gathering in a church, and since when I was converted, there is the time. This is the time that there is a law not gather in worship. It's something like a strange for us. Like, dili ni kasarangan ba? The Christians are worshiping there, not gathering in one place, in the different places. This is strange, really, for us. Something like, hindi ito laging nangyayari. It can surprise us. But according to the Word of God, do not be surprised. It's such a blessing to know the Word of God. Though it is strange for us, but according to this Word, do not consider as strange of what's happening. Because this is really a tasting of every Christian's faith. Kung alam niya, just a matter of trials for us. And verse 13, but rejoice that you participate in suffering of Christ, so that you may be overjoyed when His glory is revealed. Now, this word is really exciting. But rejoice that you participate in suffering. If we say participate, it just kanang sa pulong Bisaya na ambit lang ba? Kaambit lang ka. Kay ang atong Ginoo sa una, mao ni siya iyahang na sinatian. When Jesus was on this earth, He was really suffered. A lot of suffering, painful things happening from His body, from his feeling, His everything. Jesus was suffered a lot of things. But for us, it's just a matter of small law, not to gather in one place. It's just like katiting lang siya. But the word says rejoice. Let us just rejoice. Sabi na, kumana to, mahaon ta, rejoice. And the reason why do we rejoice is we participate in the suffering of Christ. And this another sentence is so that you may be overjoyed when His glory is revealed. Maybe we can have a question. How long this glory of God will reveal? Tanus apak ha. But let's just rejoice in advance, because this glory, it's not an ordinary event, or it's not an ordinary revelation or reveal. Kanang usabi ka, it's considered as a victory party when Jesus revealed His glory. Now, we must have kana bang kanang positive and negative feelings when trials come. Though our faith is really tested by different kinds of trials, but we must be strong in the Lord, because our faith in God does not make troubles disappear, but it puts us into the right perspective. Ang atong pagtuo dili na siya makapawala sa mga kasakitan. Dili na ang pagtuo, dili na siya gamhanan nga dili na ta makaagi og mga pagsulay, but it puts us in the right perspective. Nagpahimot ang inyo ni nato sa insakto nga kanang panan-awon ba, perspective. What it means by perspective, kuha na siya to look through a view. Kaya bang pag magdisgo ta og kuan usa ka buta ganang sanang naa sa danaw itong pag may sea of clouds. Now, if we would like to experience and be there in the sea of clouds, we must go through and look first. What is the sea of clouds? What is that? It seems like our faith is like that. When we look at magtanaw ta, it just a right perspective, our faith in God. So, mao na siya ato ang ibutang sa atong kasing-kasing. And the second is when we consider that in times of trial, Jesus brought us here in the situations by His will. It is really His will for us. But His word says, I am in the straight place. Kaya really Jesus naagid siya sa mga pamaagihan niya. Jesus man in ano sa Spanish Jesus? J-A-S-U-S. Even here He will catch us by His love. Dinha ang even here He will catch us His love. Bisan pa sa trials, iyang basahan ko doon ang imong ikuan bit. Itong ibasa ganina sa Isaiah chapter 63 verse 9.
Bisan sa iyang kasakitan, dili ang niluwas kanila, kundi ang iyang presensya mismo. Tungod sa iyang gugma o paluoy, giluwas niya sila, gibayan nila o niya siya, o bibiyahan sa tanang adlaw sa ilang panahon.
Alright. Dili anghel ang nagluwas sa mga katawhan sa Dios kaniadto. Na naa sila ilahang kasakitan. Unsa tuy giingon diha? Imuha ko na Isaiah 63. Nara.
Verse
9.
in all their distress he was distressed, and the angel of his presence saved them. love and mercy He redeemed them. He lifted them up and carried them all the days of old.
Okay. Even here, God keeps us according to His Word. In His love, ang term very, in all their affliction, He was afflicted. And the angel of His presence saved them. In His love and in His pity, He redeemed them. And He bare them and carried them all the days of old. Ila siyang giagak bisan pa sa taas ng mga katuigan. And that's it. Mao na siya taong kayo. Ang is, surely He will make the trials become a blessing. Sa pagkatinuod gayod ang mga pagsulay sa mga anak sa Ginoo, iya gyud ning himuon nga panalangin. Yeah. So, ang Deuteronomy kato imong gibasa di. Manara niya paulong nga sa. Na pag-iok na. Deuteronomy Kapitulo 23, versikulo 5. Nanata sa is, Jesus. Hapit na. 3. Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 5. Sabi,
Apan wala patalinguhi sa Ginoo.
Talinghugi.
Patalinghugi sa Ginoo ang inyong Diyos sa Balaam. O gihimo-hinoon niyang pa nalangin ang mga tulo ni Balaam kay gihigog naman kamo niya.
Na ay tunglo sa mga Diyos-Diyos ni Balaam ngadtos mga tao. Nagampo sila ngadto niya unya wala patalinghugi sila ni Balaam. Anye na ay tunglo siya nga gihatag sa ilang pagsampit ni Balaam. Pero ang nakaayo kay gialisan sa Dios ang tunglo o panalangin. Surely He will make the trials change into blessings. Mao na kaayos Ginoo. Nya sayo ang sayo is under the trials I will be quiet, ingon si David. Ilalom sa mga pagsulay I will just quit. I will just quiet. Magapahilom lamang ako. Basahabi sa Salmo 37. Salmo 37 verse 7. Ang you is under the trial, I will be quiet. Why?
Paabuta na ang Ginoo ay malihok. Pag mulat kaniya uban ang pailog, ayaw kang sinahi ang nang kauswagon.
Nagmauswagon.
O kang namalampuson
Nagmalampuson.
sa daotan nilang pamaagi.
Ingon siya nga ang tayo mga diha-di.
Be still before the Lord and wait patiently for Him. Do not fret if people succeed in their ways when they carry out their wicked deeds.
Under the trial, I will be quiet. Ingon si David. It means be still in the Lord. Anha lang sa Ginoo. Nya ningon siya, sagdi lang ay lang kasi na anang nagmalampuson. Ay mapoy panahon po para nila. Namo na siya sa you under the trial, we should be under in God's protection. Yeah. Sa is, so then I am here, and God said. sa is so then og bisan pa ni ana ningon si Jesus ania ako. Hinamdumi in times of trial, there is the word Jesus which can get us the solution. Sa last ningon siya, so then I am here. Now despite of all circumstances, trials, Jesus said, so then I am here. Naa, wala gyud siya wala siya nadas virus, and dili pud siya dutlan og virus. God is in control of everything. Lastly, in 1 Peter I look at this, 1 Peter chapter 1 verse 5. Nag-ingon, who are kept by the power of God through faith into salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. Who are kept by the power of God. He will catch us, not in ordinary things, but by His power. Okay? So, though there is a power of God, but we should be also do our part to protect. Mo na nga ang mga Kristohanon, kanang mga taga-Korea, mga og mag-inampuay, pinakaubos na gina nilang tagduha ngadto 3 ka oras. Mo na sa timide nga nakasuway dito sa kuan nga og ampo, grabe yung katag-as og ginampuan. But they understand the power of God and the power of prayer, but they also protect themselves, and we should also consider as our part to protect ourselves. Okay? So, ito na.